connect the battery, we're going to disconnect the negative terminal using an 8mm wrench. Loosen it up. Be careful not to hit the positive side. And set that aside. The starter is located over here on the passenger side. And I'm going to take this bolt out right here. Use a 10mm socket. It's just for the cover. I'm going to disconnect the connector for this oil level sensor just to give me a little more slack on the wires. I'll use a pick, and then from this side I can release the connector. Just pull up on the lock tab, slide it out. That's all I pulled up right there. Now I'll use a 13mm socket and take these two bolts out. This one's kind of tight because of that little cover. I'm going to back the starter up towards the front of the vehicle. And just try to get this cover out, just to get it out of your way. And just tip the starter up and slide it down. And just take a screwdriver, get this heat shield off of here. Just slides up, just clips on there. Slide that out of your way. So I'm just going to get a 8mm wrench and we'll take the starter wire off. Sometimes these break. Alright, got that little nut off. And then just take that starter wire off. Set that aside. And now the positive cable, we have to get that off. Now you're going to feel around for this as well. I'm going to use a 13mm wrench. Get on the nut and loosen it up. Here's a trick. If you take a long screwdriver, put it in the starter, you can keep the starter from spinning. Then you can loosen up that nut. There we go. All right, take this nut off. When you take this off, make sure you support the starter. You don't want it to fall. And then pull that cable off. Slide that off. There was a washer on there. That's the bolt you just took off, the nut. And that's the small nut for the starter wire. On the power cable, just take a wire brush, just clean up some of the corrosion on here, and the rust. Try to get it on both sides, the top side too. Also the little starter cable, just clean that up. And take the nut off the new starter and take the smaller nut off as well. There's a little lock washer on this one. The old one didn't have this. I'll start by connecting the power wire, and there is a tab on it, and that tab's going to line up right there. So it goes on the same way it came off. And take the lock washer, put the lock washer on first, and then the nut. Now I'm going to use the wrench and tighten this up. If you have the ability to get a torque wrench in there, you're going to tighten this to 80 inch-pounds. Make sure you're on inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. I'm just going to snug this up. I have the screwdriver to give me a little more leverage, and that's good. And take the starter wire and slide it over the stud. And again, you have to do this by feel. Put the little lock ring on, lock washer, and the little nut. Get that started. And if you can torque this to 30 inch-pounds. Right. Just snug that up. not too tight. That's good. Slide the starter back. And before you set it in position, make sure you take this cover right here. And you don't have to put the bolt in yet, just make sure you put that in before you get the starter ready. And slide the starter in position. Take the 2 starter bolts. It's a good idea to clean up these areas. That's where it makes the contact on the starter. And just clean up the bolt. And get these bolts started. Tighten these up. Use a torque wrench and torque these to 37 foot-pounds. And take this 10mm bolt, get that lined up. Reconnect the oil level sensor. Lock it in place. Now we can connect the battery, take the negative terminal, get that started, and snug it up. Make sure it's not loose. You're good to go.